back in. Hold on. What's going on? What's going on? We got another special guest. You know, a lot of kids have the aspirations, have the dreams to go on to go to college, you know. So we're going to talk to a player that's actually in college now and making the transition, you know, from high school to college, you know, and we're going to talk about it. But first, shout out to everybody that's been tuning in, everybody that's been listening. And this episode is brought to you by Mark Wright, a Crowell banker, Coastal Homes. Shout out Mark Wright. You know, we'll have more from Mark Wright coming up this season, but big shout out Mark Wright. Always a helper when it comes to anything football-wise. Good man. So thank you, Mark. We appreciate it. Our guest appreciates it, and we'll talk soon. But big ups to definitely Mark Wright. And if you're looking to get recruited, check out R&R Elite Recruits. Information on over 3,000 schools, R&R Elite Recruits.com. And don't forget, coming up this week, after every Bulldog game, every night, we're going to talk to Coach Dunbar in his second season. Put a good staff together too, you know. Brought in Najee Barrows to handle the linemen, you know. Danny Miranda's there working with the quarterbacks, Ronnie Spizzato. So definitely shout out to what Stanley Dunbar's doing, and I'll definitely have to tag him in this. But check this video out. Where's my video, see? Alright. There's so much stuff on here now. Check this out. My guy, Aaron, man. What's good,
What's
kid?
up?
I miss you, man.
I know, I miss you too. I feel like I haven't seen you forever.
Yeah, definitely, man. And I definitely seen you right before you went by to college. You made sure to come by.
Absolutely, of course.
You know, and show us love. And I tell everybody, like, this senior class that graduated the last season from Westerly, I watched you guys grow. I watched you guys build as a team. You know, you respect me. You know, you always call me pops and stuff. You know, you come from great family, man. Shout out to everything you guys do. How you doing?
I'm good. It's one hell of a transition. It's definitely a lot different from high school. It's fun. It's a lot more fun. I'm having a great time.
Now, speaking of the transition from high school, how was that? You know, going from now you're graduate, you're a graduate of Westerly High School, and now you're in college.
The day I graduated, I was like, damn, I didn't feel any different. I was like, so what do I do now? And all I could do was just look forward to coming here to play football. And going from a playbook where it's set plays and you run the same 8 plays and that's it, to having designated spots to run holes. And I get to college, and they're out here with silent motions going like this, doing things with their hands on the sideline, and I'm like, oh my God, I gotta know all of this. We've put in our training camp, I want to say 37 plays, all with different hand signals. Got to memorize all of them. The tempo, the pace, it's so much faster. This is way more fun, in my opinion.
Now, your first day, everybody expects, kind of like when you was a freshman all over again, like hell day.
Oh yeah.
Was it hell day?
Honestly,
Half
no.
of
I
coaches are
mean,
watching. Coaches are
when
watching.
oh God, yeah. When when I got here, it was like we were accepted. It wasn't like there was like grade levels between us because Thomas Zednick, Rhode Islander, shout out. He's a great kid, and he's starting wide receiver as a true freshman. So it really doesn't matter how old you are. Everybody just accepts you, respects you for the way you ball. I mean, you made it to college football, so they already have respect for you. I think the funniest thing was I got there, and the first day we get here, we do the conditioning test, which was I was a little surprised with that everybody kind of overhyped it. It wasn't as bad as everybody had said. You had to try to fail it. But when I got here, we split off into position groups, and the upperclassmen are like, Coach Robichaud. Coach Robichaud is the head coach. He's also the positional running back coach. They go, Coach Robo, we got a white running back this year? And I was like, damn. And Coach Robo said, no, you're the first white running back here in like 3 years. And I said, I'm offended. I'm Puerto Rican. I'm not white. I'm like you guys. Louis Gonzalez, he's a Floridian, but he's got Puerto Rican in his blood.
That's
And
right. You look like a straight white boy.
I mean, I don't know. Not that dark. But the transition, these guys, everybody's so, there's no hazing. There's no, I'm better than you. There's no, we're different. We are one. In high school, my senior year, I think the whole town knew that we struggled a little bit with attitude and how we handled things and how we were a family. But here, damn, I got up here in the first day. Everybody, it was like, all right, I'm gonna die for all 98 of you, first day.
Yeah, you have a great, great coaching staff.
Absolutely.
And I'm gonna break the cardinal rule right here. Like, it's hard to get through an episode without somebody mentioning Coach McCormick.
Coach Ryan McCormick, that's the man. He
It
is
really is.
awesome. He's the
It's
one who called me up in February and he's like, you're coming to visit. We're doing this. He's the one who gave me my offer. I talked to him just about every single day. I would tell that man everything. I would go to him if I was having a crisis. I would go to him if I was having a great day. He's awesome. He has done a fantastic job putting this team together. Like, there are studs out there. Like, this is gonna be a hell of a season
where
because
I
of that
talked
guy.
to you your first day or two there, I think, and I asked you about the experience, and you said these dudes are humongous.
Whew.
These dudes are
Oh
big.
man, there's a 17-year-old starting tight end, and he's 17. Came from Milford, Connecticut. He's 6'8", 320. Like, and
Nice.
he's
What's his
17
name?
years old. Colin Farr. Watch out.
Colin Farr.
Number 81. Watch out for
I
that kid.
mean, going back to what you said. Well, I've been seeing the pictures that coach has been sending me. You seen I posted
I
the
was mad
video I
about that.
made
I haven't
immediate.
gotten those pictures yet. I
See,
saw my
you're like,
picture in that little video, and I'm like, oh, I want my lightsaber pics.
yeah, yeah. You know what? Speaking of like, number 31 is your jersey, right?
It is. That was also, I'm completely okay with it because that was also, my grandfather was the fire chief in Westerly, and that was his number. I mean, I've got no problem wearing 31.
And yes, because I seen the 31, and then I heard that 31 has significance. That's a
It does.
significant number in Westerly.
It is. That's the fire chief's number, and that's what my grandfather was.
And I believe there was a running back that came out of Westerly that went to UMass. As Coach McCormick might
Yeah,
correct me
there
on this.
was. Junie Rios.
Well, I think
Oh,
there might have been another one that goes a little farther back. I'll talk to Coach McCormick, but ask him about it. Say my number was it won by a former Bulldog?
all right.
Ask him. I
Okay.
want to say 31 was won by a former Bulldog, and I knew it had a significance with your grandfather, and
Absolutely.
I pay
And
attention. How is your grandfather?
He's good. He's retired. He's relaxing. He still tries to lift heavy things at 75 years of age, and I still have to go home and not let him do that. He, that's my best friend.
Well, let him know
uh,
Xavier is here. Like, you guys are family. If he,
Absolutely.
and
I
I'm
came.
sure
Oh, I don't know if
Xavier,
you saw this. Or I came home Friday night because it was the last day of training camp. I went and saw the baby. I hung out with Xavier.
Godfather, huh?
Yeah, Godfather had to make an appearance.
Congratulations, man.
Thank you.
Xavier's
Hey,
becoming,
congratulations to you too.
yeah, definitely. Now I have two
Absolutely.
grandchildren, and Xavier's becoming, I think he's gonna be a good father.
Yeah, I
He's
agree.
he's a
I
good
completely
he,
agree.
he's a good kid. I wish he rated, but hey, it is what it is. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No,
Kids got hot pants.
absolutely.
You know what I mean? But back to what you're doing up there. Now you
Yep.
might stop me. You had a scrimmage game. Did you get to play?
I played a lot more than I thought I was gonna play. Like I know they play the freshmen, like it's evaluation. It's time to see who you are, what you can do, show up, show out. And I got up there and I played almost the entire second half offensively. I got, I want to say I had 10 to 15 touches, and I had the longest run of the night. It was 17 yards, and it was my first college carry. I couldn't believe it. I was like, damn, this. It's not even that it's different from high school. It's just a faster pace. Everything is just move. We want to snap the ball at a 2-minute pace. Every 10 seconds, we want to be on the ball snapping it. We want to drive down the field 6 plays, punch it in. Defense is off in 4. Keep that mentality going the whole 4 quarters. And in practice, our 2-minute drill is it's called NASCAR. It is a
Don't
very
give too
tiring
much
drill.
away.
It is a
Don't
very,
give
very
don't
tiring
give no
drill.
secrets away.
Oh, you'll never know the hand signal for it. So
Coach will want
it's
to kick my butt.
no, it's
You
a
know.
very, very tiring portion of
Now
practice.
UMass Dartmouth NCAA record has more Rhode Island kids than any school in the country.
Yeah,
25,
we have a lot.
25 kids.
Yeah, and we all kind of found each other. We all clicked, and most of us know each other. I mean, Shine and Sam both went to Bishop Hendricken. Pearson from Coventry, Thomas Ednick that went to Johnson. Like we're all good friends. Actually, I just had a kid from Central, and here 5 minutes before we started this podcast because we were just hanging out.
He's a good kid, huh?
Yeah, Nick's a good
I
kid. He's on the offensive
told
line.
him, tell him Coach Washington and their captain should be on the podcast tonight.
Oh, all right,
Coach
cool. Well, I'll be
Washington's
tuning into
been
that.
coming. Yeah, I'm on every night. Coach Washington came on. Coach Ferraro, which was one of Westerly Bulldog's all-time
Yeah,
linemen, he used to coach at Burrville. He came on. We had St. Ray's captains on. Andre Depina Gray was on. Moses Muse on Napoleon. So we're starting really, and Coach Washington's been been coming on, bringing some good content. So we're
yeah.
definitely trying to push Rhode Island football in the
Speaking of
right direction.
Burrville, I played Burrville. Everybody knows that I never beat Burrville. They were always a smash mouth football team. I have a lot of respect for them. One of the offensive linemen, Kobe Stockwell, I have lunch with him every day.
Yeah,
And
you got a
it's
few
it's like we
Burrville guys up
never
there.
placed Brandon DeCaro, unbelievable.
Big kid.
Fantastic offensive lineman. Yeah, he's huge. He's a fantastic offensive lineman. He's a teddy bear off the field. He has one of the best personalities on the team. He's somebody that I would call up in 40 years and be like, yo, you want to just go do something? Great guy. And all these guys that we played against in high school. Nate Miller, shout out to Stonington for losing every time they played me.
Every time.
I have never lost to Stonington since I started playing football in Pee Wees too.
Beat the Bears.
I don't know. We had our one conversation about 61-0, and now it's my brother.
Yes,
Now
exactly.
I'll go out with him at night. Now we'll be hanging out. Now I got his back.
And you'll be in
It's
town. I'm gonna
crazy
ask
how
you to. You're
it's
gonna be in
crazy how
town for that game.
I am gonna. Oh, I definitely am gonna be in town for that game. There's no
Maybe
way
you
that I
could
will
be
not
my
be home for that game.
maybe you could be my co-host on the podcast that day.
I totally will do that. Absolutely. But
You
it's
know,
crazy how in high school, I'm 48 minutes and I'm supposed to pound these guys, hate them, not be their friend at all, and want to make it so they want to go home crying to their moms because we just beat them so bad. And now it's like, all right, I'm going to die for all 90 of you.
I mean, that's what it is. It's a brotherhood, and I know what Umass Darthmouth is teaching up there. I know what they're preaching up there, and they're not only building for this year. Like your
Oh,
quarterback
we're prepping.
is he a machine?
Stephen Gaychuk. His locker is directly across from mine. I'm the only true freshman on that side of the locker room. And the words of wisdom that guy has to say to me every single day, the things I've learned from him in the last 3 weeks, he is unreal, just unreal talent, unreal personality. He's probably one of the best people I've ever met in my entire life. He helped me out setting everything up in my locker and in the locker room and getting all the stuff ready on the field. But his on the field, you better be standing a lot further than 20 yards from him or else that ball's coming in like a bullet. Some of these guys, these wide receivers, better have some mitts because that ball is moving. It's got some serious heat on it, and it's a tight, hard spiral. And where he wants the ball is where the ball is going to go. We were running one-on-ones against the linebackers, and my roommate, Danny Shalgan, shout out to him, he had me locked down. I won't even lie. He was right on top of me, and it was a little fade route. Steven placed the ball so perfectly that it didn't matter that Danny was literally had his arm over my back that I caught that ball because his ball placement is unreal. This man, all conferences here, guaranteed.
Nice. Yeah, he is. Coach Piva, that's the coach for North Smithfield, coached against him and his brother, Matthew,
Matt, yep,
and he says somebody was doing punts, and then the ball was coming back, and he asked,
and
"Is that
Matt
a
punted.
jug? Is that a jug machine?" No, somebody was punting them, but somebody was throwing the balls back,
Oh, yep.
and he seen a perfect spiral play. He's like, "Is that a machine doing that?" And someone said, "No, it's Stephen Gaychuk." He's still in high school at the time.
Yeah.
He's still in high school, and I tell people like this dude last season was putting up John Madden numbers. You were putting up video game
And the way
numbers.
he runs too, oh my God, he's got to be. I think he's like 6'5", 6'6", and his stride is gigantic. But he looks like he's going a million miles an hour. Like he's stupid fast, like for his height and his size. He'll break the pocket and be gone.
I know everybody in town wishes you the best. I'm sure your dad will be standing up there on that top
You
bleacher.
know it.
Is he going to the main game?
He is. So the Husson roster is 68 kids, and a freshman going to that game is usually unlikely. I got a text this morning. I'm starting all special teams, and I will be going to that game. So I'm excited.
Congratulations, Aaron. I told you before you went, I had you come to my house, and I said, put the work in,
Yeah, absolutely.
and it'll pay off. You know what I mean? And I wanted to have that conversation with you, because I want you to be successful, and I care about you like you're one of mine. You know what I mean? And I know you feel the same way. You know what I mean? And I know a lot of people in town are rooting for you. And I actually found this little video that let's see, here it is. Start of the game.
Oh boy.
Oh, tired? I'm sore.
You on live? Say what's up.
Yes. Oh my God, good for you. You can tell at the end of the game, a little emotional.
You on live?
A little emotional at the end of the game. I'm struggling.
Oh, stop emotional. Don't be emotional. We can't be emotional.
Oh, I don't know
There
if
ain't
you
no
muted his
time
mic.
for
Oh yeah,
emotions.
good.
Could have been relaxed. With the COVID bullshit that's going on.
Oh, it could be. That's why they're rushing that. It's the senior night. I think all the schools had the senior night tonight.
And with all of our sports, we did something back first too.
So how you feel about picking UMass Darthmouth?
Oh, happy. I couldn't be happier. Coach and staff, oh my God, they're awesome. They treat me really well.
Their dinner program, see, I was telling, look, he knows about it. I was telling Pops, he was like, really? I was like, yo, they got all types of things in there. And it ain't that far. It's only an hour away.
After the first run, did you notice?
Yeah, you played very, very well today. 2 games left.
Hopefully 4. It's
Well, with the
they only
playoffs,
made it a
right?
4-game rule, yeah. But we gotta go 3 in it.
Well, yeah, you still got winning percentage.
Even if we go 66.6.
The toughest game is the last one, Barrington. Where they got 22 seniors. Eric Wheeler was there. Eric was here watching you. He was cheering you on up there. Yeah, he was up in his. He snuck up in the stands. He hid behind the light pole. You know what I mean? But I'm sure you'll see him in the paper tomorrow. Say,
That was just the interview that I was getting. I got a video.
oh yeah, there you go, man. Yo, keep grinding though, for sure. Keep grinding.
Those
Is my
lights in the
guy.
back, the lights that we had, because the other side of the field were they were being changed or something. Those lights that were like half the height, oh my god, that made the game so hard. Everything was blinding. I didn't even know you had that. I didn't know you took that. I vividly remember that moment. I didn't even know you took that video. You're definitely gonna have to
People,
send me that.
yeah, definitely. People that are tuned in can actually leave a comment if they want to. Yeah, it's so awesome where the podcast has become. Yeah, I'll definitely send that video to you.
Yeah,
Um,
absolutely. I didn't even know
speak,
that.
giving kids some incentive to go to Umass Dartmouth next year or go to college. That meal program, you guys really have delivery to like 2 in the morning, or
The Grove is unreal. The food is way better than I'd rather come here and eat over half the stuff in town of Westerly. In town of Westerly, you got reels or tacos, pizza place, and this is fantastic because in the new dorms you can literally watch them cook. You literally watch them cook what they're making right in front of you, and it's awesome. It's a cool experience. So I mean, the freshman dorms are brand new, and it's the whole dining hall is new, and it's a big circle buffet. It's huge. It's a awesome.
so you're the first one that gets to dirty up the room.
Yeah, we were the first ones in there, and yeah, there were a lot of Gatorades spilled and plates dropped, and yeah, we made a mess a little bit, but UMass staff's always great about helping us out with things like that. There's
Yeah,
always people in there and the lunch ladies, nicest people I've ever met. All they want to do is talk and have a conversation with you, and I would have stood there with Sue and had a conversation with her for 6 hours. She's
and
awesome.
at UMass Dartmouth, the new dining hall, you could really get delivery like to like 2, 3 in the morning.
Yeah, so if you live in the freshman dorms, you can call them and they will have one person send stuff up to your room.
And
But that
what
isn't
do they
until
have?
classes start on Wednesday.
Is it real food? I mean, good food or just regular cafeteria
When
food?
it comes and it's delivery, it's not as good
They're
as that. I
cooking
don't know.
for you.
Oh,
They're cooking
absolutely.
for you. They're
Yeah.
going, hey, remember that kid in room 302? Don't tell me I guessed your room number. You know.
You were close. I'm not even gonna lie, you're close. It's
Yeah,
just,
we don't need to know.
supposed to, yeah, I was gonna say, she knows that.
But yeah, congratulations to you. Congratulations to your
Thank you.
parents. I want to say again, thank you to Mark Wright. Definitely check out Mark Wright, or Coldwell Banker Coastal Homes. Mark's very tuned in to his area, and I don't think he'll sell you a house or sell your house and wouldn't treat it like it was his own personal home. So definitely give Mark Wright a call. Mark's a very good guy. Always pulling for you guys.
Yeah.
Somebody said go get him. Facebook
Yeah.
users on some of the group pages, they have to authenticate to get their name, but and follow the Can We Keep It Real podcast page. And if anybody wants to sponsor any episodes like this, we're gonna talk to Stanley Dunbar after every Bulldog game. A bunch of
That's the
other
man.
coaches. Yeah, definitely. We're gonna talk to some kids in colleges in Nevada this year. Uncle Felix. Hey, that's Shine's
Hey.
dad.
Oh,
And
Shine's in a floor meeting right now. And actually or no, he went home for a little bit, I think,
when you
today.
see Shine, tell him, we're sorry for his loss.
I was
Great
with him.
kid.
I was the first person he told here. I was with him that morning. Actually, I'm the one who jumped his car so he could get home. And I told him, no matter what, I need to change your battery right here in the Spruce parking lot, I will.
Well, you
That
always
was.
been an exceptional teammate, an exceptional man as long as I've
I've had his
known
back.
you.
I've checked up on him every single day, and
Yeah, Shine
I will
told
never let any of my brothers down like that. I will never let them be down.
and I told Felix when I knew you were going there and Shine was going there, me and Felix are friends. I had Shine's little brother Sincere on the podcast,
Yep.
and me and Felix built a good relationship. And I said he's up there with a guy, AARON Perez. I said they'll definitely take care of each other. Aaron's a good kid. I'm glad you helped him jump.
We
Felix,
met the
get
first
that
day
boy
and
a
we clicked
battery.
immediately.
Get
We met
that
the
boy
first
a
day
battery.
in the running back position group, and we clicked. And I'll have his back. I'll call him up when I'm 97 years old. Be like, yo, you want to go play bingo? Like, he's an awesome person.
Shine says Perez is great.
If Uncle
Now,
Felix can hear this, make sure you tell Shine to smile.
yeah, he can hear this. Yeah, Felix, good guy. Teaches good principles. Has two great boys, two good athletes. And I'm hoping Sincere plays baseball at UMass
Yeah, I heard
Dartmouth.
he's a
Hint,
really good
hint.
baseball player.
But I know Sincere is going to do whatever's best for him. But hint, hint,
Absolutely.
Sincere. He'll recognize you wherever you are. That kid can
Yeah.
ball, and I would love to see him with his brother. Oh, look, Felix said battery has been replaced.
Yeah.
I
I
said,
jumped
get
his
that
car
boy
maybe
a
5 times.
battery. If you and the Rhode Island kids want to come together, I can always get up to 8 people
Absolutely. We
on
were talking
here.
about it too.
If you want to team up with some Bulldogs, if you got some people you want to bring on,
Yeah, totally.
you're always welcome. And everyone out there, tune in. We're gonna have some good content this year. This Friday we're gonna be at Johnston High School,
Yeah, where's the injury fund
EWG.
this year?
The injury fund is going to be NK this year, I believe, and it's a full
And
game.
oh,
Yeah, I
that's good.
believe it is. Yeah, it's going to be they're full games now, so we'll see how that goes. But
I
this
feel
is their
bad.
first time. Yeah, it's their first time having a chance to do any hitting. Because
Oh,
that's really not allowed anymore. Scrimmages are
yeah.
not allowed, and
Actually, the
you know.
WPI scrimmage wasn't even. It was live, but it wasn't like they were blowing it dead before for contact complications, just so nobody got hurt.
And Aaron, after your games too this season, if you want to come on and talk about it,
Absolutely.
I'm sure if you don't just give away no
You
company
know I'm down for
secrets
that.
saying how they implant you guys with computer chips because they're all creatures up there,
These guys are big. These are some
you
big
know.
guys. I
But
mean, I'm 6'1", and these are some big guys.
they have a head start. They have a good nutrition program. A lot of
Right,
the
right, right.
freshmen. Tell Malachi I said what's good. I was there for his signing.
Yep. Oh, all
We
right.
did the we did the podcast at EWG. We had internet problems, but I was there when
He's
he signed
dirty.
his.
He's a His routes are so. His kid's looking silly
He's
every
fast,
day in
huh?
practice. Oh my god, yeah. Him and I
Well, I
clicked.
told
His nickname is Mala Ass. We clicked real quick.
I told Ryan that I always tell that story when he was in the quad one night doing laps, and I said, Aaron's a pretty fast kid, and my buddy said, Malachi's quick. I said, I said, I don't know. I would put him up against each other, but Malachi might have an edge on you. But
Yeah, he's got a little more speed than me, and he'll make his cuts. But when it comes to size, it's a very
how's
different
that
game
man
there.
Lacert doing?
My man, I was with him last night. The first day I came up here, he texted me. He's like, "I gotta find you right now. We're hanging out. I haven't seen you in so long." I hang out with him probably 4 to 5 times a week. He, when I was a freshman in high school, Josh Lacert and Max Davis literally took me under their wings. Josh took me to every single pasta dinner. Josh would take me home. I hang out with Josh on the weekends. Josh taught me everything that I could possibly need to know when it came to high school football and how to act and how to handle situations. and he's a freak athlete. And I think I learned a lot from Josh. And I look up to Josh a lot. Like, probably one of the most of my people when it comes to that.
Josh is different, smart kid. I noticed it coming on his junior season, going into his senior season, and what I noticed between the two seasons was what he did with his feet. He has
Yeah.
amazing footwork, amazing footwork.
He's got amazing everything. I don't know. He is such a crazy athlete.
Yeah,
I don't know how he was bred like that.
He's smart. He just knows how to pay attention. That's why he's an engineer.
Absolutely.
But you got a message for your westerly folks?
I do. I've come down there a couple of times watching the Pee Wee football practices. Shout out to Joe Vaca, because if it weren't for him, I wouldn't be sitting right here today. I actually would never have stepped on a football field if it weren't for him. And when he came up to Coach Taco and he goes, "You should put in 12 Perez sweep," all it was my number and stacked the outside line, and I was the fastest kid there. Forget it, I'll run a sweep and throw away from everybody. If it wasn't for Joe Vaca, I would not be here today. And to the Pee Wee football players, I started right down there, right across the street from the quarry, and you can do anything. Don't let anybody tell you can't do anything. There's the girl Tessa. She's in the micros this year. Shout out to her, because she does not she doesn't take any of the guys' crap. She'll be a great player. And we actually WPI had a girl. Anybody can do it.
Yeah, definitely. And when you come to town, we're going to see you around town. I'm sure you'll stop
Absolutely.
in. I'm going to show this to Joe Vaca, and soon we're going to have Joe Vaca and Charlie Vaca is going to come on, and they're going to lay down the history of westerly Pee Wee football. They didn't create it, but they've been around since 1965.
I wasn't going to say it.
Since the team started in 64. And Mr. Vaca is still there from 1965. Shout out to him getting it done. Shout out to Vice President Michael Garafola.
Yes, sir. Actually, I saw him the other day when I came home, gave me a hug, sent me pictures. How are you? I talked to his son, who's at Bridgewater State. Shout out to one of my day ones, Mike Garafola.
He got game time the other day as a center,
Him and I, we have our heat about, the Bridgewater Umass game, because we're playing at his place. It is the rivalry. We'll see what happens,
kid?
Mike. Yeah, that kid
guy.
right there. We'll see what happens. I don't know, Mike. I'm gonna say it on the podcast live. I don't know. I heard he was winning. I don't know. I heard I was going home with this. I don't know. I heard I was going home with that.
So he said, I'm going home with a W, so I'm going home with the 2 L's. So we need to figure out some kind of friendly bet, like the other one has to wear the other one's jersey.
Yeah, all right.
You know what I mean? That'll be actually pretty awesome. Just to, hopefully you guys can make it through a full day at your college after losing and have to wear the other team's jersey all day. But
I don't know if he'd fit in mine. He's a big man.
Well, you know what?
I like a XL, double XL.
I would bet you that the universities and the coaches would provide the jerseys.
Oh, absolutely. I think the way the rivalry works, they'd be like, "Yep, you lost."
It would be good. I mean, because it shows, exchanges. It shows communication, and a lot of coaches said with the podcast this season, they said, and I don't know how a state like Rhode Island, these coaches don't know each other. So and a lot of coaches come on the podcast. They said, Mikey, you're keeping us connected with the podcast. Like, I'm learning, meeting coaches, seeing coaches that usually we don't ever get to see.
Yeah.
Chain of command, that whole thing. So, players, coaches, anybody who wants to talk football, they're definitely always welcome.
Come on, this is the place to go.
Yeah,
I could talk
Aaron.
football until it kills me. Oh my God. I could talk to you about football until I die.
I'm glad you're doing good. I'm glad you stepped up and doing good things to represent Rhode Island football.
Absolutely, 401.
All right, man. AARON Perez, thank you, man. I'll talk to you soon, and
all right.
I'm sure you got some responsibilities to get to soon. Tell everybody I said hi, and
I will.
All right, Aaron. Bye-bye.
All right, go Corsairs.
There you go, Aaron Perez. Shout out to Aaron, man. I'm glad I had a chance to chop it up with my guy, man. Good dude. Going on to the next level, was a great friend to my son. Godfather to my son's kid. So, shout out to Aaron Perez. Definitely a big thank you to Mark Wright, our Coldwell Banker Coastal Homes. Thank you, Mark, for sponsoring this episode of the podcast. And don't forget, coming up this season to my Westerly people, we're going to have Coach Dunbar on every night after every Bulldog football game. So that's definitely lit. What else did I have over here? Yep, and I might have some equipment for some of you youth teams. I just got the email. I'll check it out. But check this out. How about that, man? We're going to be chopping it up with a lot of coaches this season. We're going to have like 12 different programs. We're going to talk to Emerson Kilgore. We're going to break down some official, some rules, explain what a catch, what ain't a catch. You'll be surprised. A lot of people have no idea what a catch is. But thank you, everybody. Thank you, Aaron. And again, if you want to sponsor any of these podcasts, definitely message me. I couldn't stress that enough. We're going to have different communities all over the state, from Burrville High School. Shout out Coach Ferraro. We're going to talk to some of his players coming up. We talked to Moses Muse, Chris Molino over there at St. Ray's. Can't wait for that Westerly St. Ray's matchup. Yesterday, we switched it up a little bit. We talked to Dr. Barbara Roberts, the doctor broad. She was Raymond Patriarch's doctor, one of the first woman cardiologists. But today we right back to football. We had Aaron Perez, Westerly Bulldog. Shout out Aaron Perez, man. Maybe soon we'll talk to big guy Mikey G, holding it down. But I think that's about it for right now. We're gonna have more stuff coming up tonight. I don't want to give it away too early, but we're gonna have a special guest tonight, and we're gonna talk about it again. Rest in power, Andre Vanilla. Rest in power, young Danny, aka Young Hitter. No life should be taken. And thank you, Mark Wright, again. Mark Wright will definitely get you taken care of. A great sponsor, a Coldwell Banker Coastal Homes agent. Contact Mark today, and we'll be back tonight, probably about 8:30ish. We're definitely going to talk about the IMG situation. Did IMG pull one over on ESPN? We're going to talk about that as well.